Hello everyone, I'm Eddie Soraka, graduate student at Liberty University. Today I'm going to share with you two of the most commonly used instructional designs, or IDs, in education, instructions, and communications. So let's get started. Our goals for today's professional development are: at the end of the session, participants would be able to describe and define instructional design, identify the elements, phases, and steps in using ADDIE and Assure ID models, and lastly, use one instructional design model in planning a lesson. Instructional design, also known as Instructional System Design, or ISD, refers to the systematic process of developing courses or programs addressing the needs for training that result in the acquisition and application of knowledge and skills to enhance human performance. Piskurich, 2016. Instructional design plays a vital role in a successful classroom or instructional program. Without a system that will ensure quality, organization of structures, and guiding principles for instruction, the development of any educational program would prove to be much more challenging for the designer and less successful for the learners. There are many options and trends when it comes to instructional design in the 21st century classroom. Let's talk about the ADDIE and Assure ID models. The ADDIE model is one of the most preferred models by instructional designers in the field of education and corporate training. This framework is goal-oriented, uses data to evaluate students' needs, develops and uses student-centered learning materials, and evaluates the effectiveness of the whole course for improvement. Nadia and Faiza, 2015. Its 5 phases: analysis, design, development, implement, and evaluate, or ADDIE model, provides a comprehensive structure for course development. It helps course designers develop courses in a systematic manner. It allows designers to analyze and brainstorm goals or outcomes, draft designs, outline procedures and development, lay out implementation, identify resources, and evaluate the course design to meet the learning standards, and create a sound course plan. It provides a conscious awareness for educators and instructional designers to focus on improving instructions. Nadia and Faiza, 2015. The analysis phase identifies the instructional goals, target audiences, and required resources for the course. Allen, 2017. It defines and develops a clear purpose, needs, constraints, existing knowledge, desired outcomes, and goals of the course. The design phase discusses the alignment of objectives and strategies with the instructional goals. Allen, 2017. It leads to systematic planning and research for the complete design of the course. The development phase talks about the learning resources, validates and revises drafts, and conducts pilot tests. Allen, 2017. It tackles the production and development of resource materials from the design phase. The implementation phase focuses on implementing the learning solution by preparing the learning space and engaging participants. Allen, 2017. It is where the planned and developed course will be put into action. An evaluation is conducted prior to implementation to determine whether the quality of learning resources satisfies the standards established in the design phase. Allen, 2017. There you have it, the ADDIE model. The second instructional design I'm going to share with you is the Assure ID model. The Azure ID model is an instructional system design model that lays out a systematic approach to lesson planning with a focus on media and technology integration to develop the most appropriate pedagogy and learning atmosphere or environment for the learners. Reyes and Oreste, 2017. It was developed to aid teachers in embedding technological trends, strategies, and resources in lesson planning, increase participation and engagement, and enhance academic performance. Kim and Downey, 2016. The Azure model consists of the following 6 steps: analyze learners, state standards and objectives, select strategies, technology, media, and materials, utilize technology, media, and materials, require learner participation, and evaluate and revise. For step 1, analyze learners. It is important to know the students well so that instructions could provide a holistic approach and deliver content effectively. Sahershan et al., 2020. Step 2. State standards and objectives. Revealing to the learners the lesson objectives and standards that need to achieve enables them to understand the expectations and goals of the lesson. Doing so prepares the learners to understand that every learning activity is essential to the lesson and will contribute to the learning. Step 3. Select strategies, technology, media, and materials. Resources such as technology, materials, and strategies must be carefully evaluated before the actual lesson. This will help teachers identify some confusions and errors that need to be addressed in the lesson design. Kim and Downey, 2016. Next, step 4. Utilize technology, media, and materials. Technology and media are natural eye catchers, meaning they could attract 21st century learners, being digital natives with their interesting elements. Teachers and lesson planners must be consciously aware of using technology as transportation for learning and not as content of focus of the activity. Next, step 5. Require learner participation. Teachers need to set strong and solid expectations for students' use of technology and the mode of learning participation, whether independently or collaboratively. Lastly, step 6. Evaluate and revise. It is important to examine, reflect on, and revise lesson designs to further improve and develop instructions. Sahershan et al., 2020. Instructional designs matter a lot in terms of achieving goals or plans and getting results. In the field of education, it is vital to have an effective instrument for planning, designing instructions, assessment for measuring achievements, and accommodations or support to improve students' performance. In general, effective instructions provide learners with knowledge and skills and avail them with limitless opportunities. Likewise, effective ID or instructional design that follows the principles of learning creates opportunities for learners to demonstrate, practice, and apply or use what they learned in a real-world scenario. Meredith and Simeso, 2021, indicated that the main goal of education focuses on the process of acquiring learning and having basic skills needed to accomplish the tasks or jobs. Thus, platforms and mediums for delivering instructions are vital to learning, such as technology. For our workshop, in groups of 3, design a lesson following one of the 2 ID models presented today. Choose from ID model and Azure model. Be ready to present your lesson, share it online or publish it. Be ready to critique the lesson plans that will be presented today. And that's it, folks. Thank you for your participation. Until next time.